Hey guys, it's Wyndham, back for Video Wednesdays. And back by popular request, this actually isn't Polnareff. This is Ash. Hey babe. She's another Mosaic Sugar Glider. And as you can see, I'm in a different setting, so I didn't have to put my cat up. I don't show my bedroom very often just because, you know, I'm kind of a little bit more intimate about it, but I figured this would be a great setting for you guys to learn a little bit more about these guys. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about sugar glider bonding, and I guess what most people kind of get wrong about it. So every time I go online, I'm always looking for more bonding tips, always. It's always a continuous process, and I think that's what most people get wrong about these little dudes, is that one, it completely depends on how much time and effort you want to put into it, and two, it also completely depends on temperament. So as you can see, this is Ash, and she's just the most chill girl. She'll hang out in my hand, she'll hang out in my shirt. She's waking up right now, so she's shaking a little bit, but she's fine. It's not cold in here, don't worry. Hey baby. So anyway, she likes being held, she likes being pet. She doesn't like her tummy being rubbed, but she's perfectly fine, just like this. Whereas Polnareff doesn't like to be held very much. He would prefer to sit on my shoulder. He'd prefer to sit in my shirt. He does not want to be held by me, by anybody, but he loves to party and he likes attention. So, so the first thing I'm going to kind of talk about are your bonding pouches and why I think they can kind of be dangerous. So an example of a bonding pouch that you can get are these little purses, okay? And I've got a bunch of options. So you can get these little purses that kind of have this mesh window in them for breathing, and basically they zip closed. And this is great whenever you first have a baby Joey or any type of glider, if you rescue a glider that's like a year old. And you can hold them against your body so they get used to your smell and also get used to your voice. Now, if you have a Joey, that's not gonna be the option that I recommend that you do first. The option that I recommend that you do first is I recommend that you get a big, comfy sweatshirt and some baggy pants if you have time to stay home, okay? This is what I recommend. Get a big sweatshirt and you tuck it into your pants and you pull the sleeves up to the tight part around your elbow. So whenever you pull it up, it needs to have like this, like kind of like the kind that you put it to your elbow. It's a little tight, okay? And that's what you need to do. Also, she pees on me. It's because she's just waking up, and so that's the life. That's what you have to get used to. But anyway, so I prefer this to bonding pouches unless I'm going out in public. If I'm going out in public for your safety, for your glider's safety, and also just for the comfort of the people around you that might not know about them, stick them in a bonding pouch, please. Put them in an enclosed environment. They're gonna feel safer, you're gonna feel safer, and if you run into people, people aren't gonna mind it as much. But so, a big reason why I don't like bonding pouches and to use at home, and I prefer a sweatshirt, is I'm noticing a big difference of a glider liking to be skin to skin, wanting to go more in your shirt when you're out and about, and being more comfortable with skin and with hands and with your actual smell than if I used a bonding pouch. I've done both, and unfortunately, whenever I was primarily bonding pouch bonding, sticking my hand in and kind of, you know, messing with them, they still never really like to go down on my shirt or stay on me. They just didn't react as well, and they didn't like to like be on my person or get comfortable sitting on my shoulder as fast. It took a lot longer just because they weren't on you all the time. But so anyway, I like to get a giant sweatshirt and tuck it into my pants, and then I stick all my gliders. And also this is helpful because the sweatshirt is huge, whereas a bonding pouch you can only stick one or two in at a time, okay? I'll stick all my gliders from one cage into my bonding pouch. 1, 2, 3, and then I just stick my hand like this so they can't come up just yet. They're gonna pee on you, so wear an old shirt underneath it, okay? And don't go just bare sports bra. Wear a shirt because if you haven't clipped their nails super lately, you'll get scratched and it'll be uncomfortable. Anyway, come here, girlfriend. You peeing on me? What a good mama. She doesn't like to go in my shirt as much. But, so anyway, tuck it in, stick all your gliders inside, and just hang out. Throw in some yogurt bites, throw in some treats. They'll just hang out and they'll just be used to you. You'll be able to walk around your house a lot of the time. You'll be able, cutie booty. She's so sweet. She just loves to chill. I've noticed that mosaics tend to have the most calm temperament out of all of them. Leucistics, I've never really met a super nice leucistic. I'm sure I will one day, but mosaics tend to be the most kind, I've kind of noticed. But anyway, stick them all in your shirt and just hang out for a few hours. Do that. If you do that and you do tent time every day with a new Joey, you'll probably be pretty bonded. If you do that every day for a few hours, you'll probably be pretty bonded just a few weeks. Now, I primarily did that to bond with her, and look how awesome she is. Now again, her temperament is very different from Polnareff, and that's so important to notice, that just because I have one that likes to sit in my hands doesn't mean that your bonded glider is wrong. It is so important to know. I've known some who their bonded glider just likes to sit on their shoulder and hates hands. That is so okay. I've known some where their bonded glider likes them and doesn't bite them and won't grab at them, but maybe, like I have one right now, her tail was bitten off by her mom. So whenever we got her, she was scared. She didn't like anybody, she didn't like people, she didn't like other gliders. She actually attacked Polnareff even though we had done the entire introduction transition. She bit him because she was just so scared of other gliders because her tail had been bitten off. And of course Polnareff won her over. And was just like, what's your problem? And they were fine. But in all honesty, you can't assume that your glider's gonna react the way that every other glider does. You just have to get them as used to you as possible and spend as much time with them as possible, and they're going to love you in the best way that they know how, according to their personality and their needs. So it's kind of like a person. You're never gonna get a person to love you and bond with you in the exact same way. It's no different than a dog, it's no different than a cat. It's all personality and temperament, and that's why I recommend whenever you go get your glider, go get them in person. I don't recommend buying your glider from online unless you have like multiple options and you can go meet with your breeder in person. If you want a chill girl, if you want a chill little dude, you know, most of the time, let's see if she goes, let's see if she doesn't like to, I think she's got to poop too. She doesn't like to be confined when she has to poop. She'll probably poop on me. But you know, ooh, there goes her pee. Ooh, I'm gonna wipe it up with this sweatshirt because they've hung out in it a few times. There goes her pee, yay. It like the pee dripped directly down into my armpit, like into the back of my shirt, like so it's running down my side right now. It's very cold. It's like warm but cold, ugh. But it's kind of part of just having gliders, you gotta get used to it. Honestly too, their pee does not smell as much if you get their diet right. You still need to wash your stuff. You don't want to smell like pee, but it doesn't smell as bad if you get their diet right. If they're healthy. But, you know, a glider's gonna like you the way that they know how. One of our gliders is kind of a not super friendly boy. He's still very bitey, even though he's like over a year old. And how he loves to bond with you is he just loves to play in the tent. Oh, here we go. She's trying. There we go. He loves to play in the tent. He loves to do tent time. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. No, that's her perch. She likes to hang out up there. She's done that multiple times today with my scarf on. Where are you going? She's like, ah. She's looking for her buddies. All the time. You gotta be used to them just jumping all over you all the time. That was so funny. Look at she like, I don't know what she was doing with my scarf. What are you doing? She like hopped around on my bed and then she was like, no. But anyway, I've got a boy that he loves tent time, and that's like his favorite thing to do. He just wants to play in tent time and jump from thing to thing to thing all the time. That's what he wants to do, is he just wants to play in tent time. Do you want to go on the shirt? She's waking up a little bit. Let's see if she jumps, or she'll hang out. You wanna let Mama rescue you? That's so funny. But that's what he likes to do. He likes to play with me in tent time. So like I can go and he'll jump to me, you know, and they can be trained to do that. Ooh, her nails just got clipped today, so she's a little slippery. She doesn't want to go down my shirt. She's like, no, it's playtime. She's like, new smells, this is fun. But yeah, that's how he shows me that he likes me. His cage mate, she also does not like to be on me. She likes to kind of sit maybe in my lap if I'm sitting down in tent time. But other than that, she really is not about the sitting on me life, and that's okay. You know, I spend time with them. They like to hang out with me. They don't crab whenever my hand is stuck in the cage. They love their treats. Don't you wiggle your butt. Yeah. You gonna go on a pouch? What are you doing? So, anyway, it all depends on the temperament of glider that you have, and basically what they're comfortable with. And them not wanting to be on you all the time is okay. Her wanting to jump off of me and go explore because it's nighttime is okay. That's their nature. And you just have to be okay with the fact that the little baby that was sleeping on someone all day in a crowded place whenever you bought them, you know what I mean? Or someone that was just like super used to like being held and sleeping in a shirt. That's the temperament of that glider. You know, that's the temperament of that bonded glider, and yours might not respond in the same way, but it doesn't mean that your relationship is not going to be fulfilling. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be cool, okay? Now there's a bunch of different options for bonding pouches that you can go out, and I want to show you some of my different pouches today, just kind of, you know, as a curiosity. So this is a sleeping pouch, okay? You need multiple sleeping pouches in every cage that you have. Gliders get fussy, they get in fights, they get kind of grumpy, and they don't always want to sleep together. So this is an example of a pouch that you put in a cage. We have so many of just like these running around the house. They're fleece. There's a lot of options for you to make your own online, okay? And they go kind of like this whenever they're flipped inside out. They have little hooks. You can get shower hooks for like a shower curtain to hang these in your cage. I don't recommend the tiny ones. The tiny ones, they can get hung on, and they can actually strangle themselves. This is the thing, is this is a weird animal where everything they do, because they're so playful and curious, everything they do, they want to try to kill themselves, okay? I don't recommend hanging out with them in the bathroom unless the toilet's closed. And if you have one of those raised things with the big hole in the front of the toilet, I don't recommend hanging out in there at all. Multiple gliders, so many have been known to sneak into the bathroom. They escape from their cage, crawl under a door somehow, sneak into the bathroom, and drown in the toilet. That's just a reality of what happens. They'll drown in their own water dish, so I don't recommend a water dish. I recommend a water bottle. I'll go more into that in a different video. But anyway, large shower curtain hooks. I mean, you could even do a hook instead of the little clip. But anyway, you've got little things and you hang it up in the side of the cage, and they will love to just go in there and sleep. They're marsupials, they love pouches, they love small, warm, enclosed spaces. That's why also this works great. They like being close to you. They like hearing your heartbeat and your voice. They'll crab a little bit. That's okay. Mine, I've also tried to, you know, I've got a birthmark here, and so some of them try to like bite at it because it's not, you know, perfect on my skin. It's a little raised. That's okay. Just kind of nudge them away and go, and just go, pss, pss. That's what I do whenever they make me kind of upset. Because if you notice, that's what they do to each other. They'll go and pss, pss. So usually they kind of leave you alone. So anyway, this is just a cage pouch. You get multiple of these. This is amazing. I love it so much. And it's actually, it smells so bad today because we used it. So I've got to wash it. Anyway, this is from Sugar Glider Academy. on Etsy, and I'll link them down below. I want to give them so much attention, guys, because they deserve it. This is awesome. So it's a backpack. It's like an over-the-shoulder thing. So my husband wore this today, and no one was the wiser that he had animals in his bag. Like, look. You just wear it like this. It's so cool. So anyway, we actually, inside of it, it's got a ton of space, but we actually have cloth and fabric in there that they like to burrow in. None of my gliders like to just sit in it just themselves with nothing to burrow in. They like fabric. So we've got this, but usually we put like big pieces of fleece in there. We just have this one because it was the cloth that we had just used to clip their nails. So there was already pee on it that they like the smell of. Anyway, as you can see, they can breathe on the sides. It zips closed. The front has a pocket. You can stick your wallet, your phone, snacks, your keys in there. And it's not leather, it's like fake leather. And it's awesome. Like it's so just cool. And my problem with just carrying around a regular pouch like this is it looks a little feminine. So my husband was like, I want to carry around a glider. Like I want to carry them around to the store, and I don't want to look like I'm wearing a purse. And we don't like having them out on our bodies unless it's in a shirt. And some of them aren't trained to do that yet. Some of them aren't comfortable with that. So he was like, I really want to like take them with me. So we got this for him. You can get multiple colors. It's just a bit more masculine. And how you clean it, because it does smell. For some reason, these with the fake leather, they smell a lot faster and they're just stinky. So what we did was reached out to Sugar Glider Academy, and you just wash it in the sink with warm water and a little bit of laundry detergent. And I did a little bit of dish soap too. A little bit of Dawn dish soap. And then you just let it air dry. Make sure that you wipe it out a little bit and just let it air dry. That's one of them. This one I also got on Etsy, and I love it because it has a pocket on the back. So I stick my wallet in here, and it's got clip detachable straps. And unlike your regular bonding pouch that has like a string on it, this one's more like a bonding purse to take out, because for one, I can take it into like the mall and put this flap over it and people don't see my glider. Sometimes some people get really weird about seeing an animal in a bag, and they might look at you weird and then maybe give you attention that you don't want. So it's perfect. It has a little flap, so you only see a little bit. You can fit 2 gliders comfortably, sometimes 3. I'll do 3 if like I'm taking them to go get their nails clipped. We clip them sometimes, but we also take them sometimes because it's just easier. It's like boom, 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 as opposed to us taking a while, because let's face it, no one likes to make their gliders feel uncomfortable with getting their nails clipped. So we have somebody that does it for like $2. But anyway, so you can fit 2 and also a baby in here pretty comfortably. This is also on Etsy, and it's made out of like a denim material. Another big problem with the other type of pouch is whenever they pee in it, it leaks through and gets on your clothes, which is very sad. Anyway, this, it does not leak. It doesn't leak. Easy to clean. It doesn't really hold on to odor. It kind of just smells like a glider and not like glider poop, which is kind of nice. This is so cute. I love it. This is also from the Glider Academy. I love them. Takes a while to ship, just letting you know. So you can see inside is cute. You can stick a lot of gliders in here comfortably. I think I've had 4 in here, but not for like a long period of time. If you're gonna do a very long period of time with 4 gliders, definitely go for the bigger bag. But for something as simple as like, I was cleaning their cage for a little bit, and I didn't want to stick them in the tent by themselves just yet, because maybe I was in between tents. This was perfect. You stick treats in there. It's got a pocket in the front, which I love that the Sugar Glider Academy does. It's such a cute little bag. I can take it with me if like we're traveling or if we're on the road. I can, have it on me. I can stick a bar in between my 2 hanging things in my car, stick it up there. They swing a little bit, but they don't mind. They swing and they're in pouches all the time. Just as long as you're not being reckless. Don't drive safe. But this is really cute, and it's got these things on the side. The only thing I would say is be careful. You might end up having to replace this yourself which to me, it doesn't really matter having to replace that because I'd replace it any day to get this quality of bag. It's like really nice. The inside is like fuzzy and warm, but this right here feels a little thin. And so for my more chewy gliders that like to bite on stuff for fun, they might bite through that kind of fast. You might have to replace it with something a little bit thicker. But it's so cute. Multiple colors. I love it. So the last thing I'm going to show you today, and that's what I actually have Ash in right now. My Ashy girl. She's like cuddled up, sleeping. Anyway, so this is a bonding scarf. So it's an infinity scarf. You can get these on Etsy. This seller, this scarf is okay. The seller, I bought this because it was a cute color of fabric that I don't mind wearing out. So you can get multiple kinds anyway. So it's got a big side on it with a zipper and a pocket. That's like lined on the inside with fleece so their little claws won't get caught. And as you can see, little breathing holes, zippered pocket. As you can see, she's in there. She's cozy, she's comfy. You gonna jump all over the place now? So anyway, what you can do, because it's an infinity scarf, so you can do it like that. You can kind of wear it like this with a coat. You can wear it out and about, and literally nobody even thinks, unless they look and see a little nose poking through it, which they will, they'll poke their little noses through it. But like nobody knows that you have a glider and it just looks like you're wearing a scarf. So I got this color just because it's the easiest to match with outfits and like take out and about, but you can get more colorful options if you want, if that's your jam. Anyway, I've done this a few times. It's not super amazing for bonding, mainly because I'm a big advocate of training your gliders to be bra babies, where they just go down your shirt. Anyway. Come out and say hi? She's like, no. She's like, I was warm. She used to love going down my shirt, and now she doesn't like it as much anymore. She used to love like my compact bra, because there's not a lot of places to hide in there. She used to love it, and now it's not her favorite. Anyway, guys, it's Wyndham. Thanks for tuning in. If you want more of these, let me know. This was about bonding pouches and bonding with your babies, and also about like their different temperaments and personalities. If you have any other questions, if you have any other video that you request for me to make, just let me know. I love these little dudes. I think they're so cool. I'm constantly learning. It's constantly a process. And you know, before you get one, do your research. I'm not saying you need to spend 2 years researching them, but do your research a little bit. And if you go, okay, you know, I can dedicate time to cleaning them, I can dedicate time to bonding, I can spend the money to get all the material and the diet that they need, and I'd love to have a little buddy to kind of just like take with me and play with, then they might be a great pet for you. But if you really don't have the time and you think they're like a hamster, they're not the pet for you. Or if you don't want to invest in learning about their diet, they're also not the pet for you. But anyway, she's so sweet. Anyway, guys, it's Wyndham, and this is Ashy Girl, and yeah, I'll talk to you later.